This is the second part of our celebrity gossip on Sister Wives.
We are the Sassy Silver Sisters.
Yes, they just ended their season yesterday.
Yeah, they had three-parter.
Yeah,
where
they sat down and talked.
Individually griping about their family.
Yeah.
Which is nothing new with most families, but with his family,
Yeah.
having 4 wives.
Whoever thought it was a good idea for a man to have 4 wives?
I don't know. A lot of people do it, so.
Well, it's been going on for
Yes.
thousands of years.
Yes.
So anyway, with the latest, I didn't realize Kody really is considering not being a polygamist anymore. That's kind of what he
He's
said.
kind of been complaining about that for a while.
He likes his wife, Robin.
Yes, and he
And
said
he
there's
chose
2 wives.
to stay with her.
He said 2 wives. He said 2 wives, and I don't know. It wouldn't be married because he doesn't really have.
He doesn't want a relationship with Mary.
No, but he's staying because
Why
she
she's
wants to
hanging
stay.
in
Cody says he
Because she
does
loves
not
him.
hold grudges. He does hold
Yes,
grudges.
he
He's a
does.
liar.
He's a liar. If you cross him, he's done with you.
Yeah.
If you cross him,
He does not
He-
forgive.
he uses his anger against you, and what he was doing with the sister wives is he holds what you think is good away from you. Do you know what I mean? No, I'm not doing that
Right.
because
Right.
he's mad at you.
Right.
And I think that's
Like a
the reason
kid.
he did it with the my opinion, with the daughter not going to the hospital, even though he could have been in
Right.
the area.
He didn't want her to go to have an operation when she's in pain all the time.
It was during the virus.
It's
and
during
everything,
COVID. He used
but
that as an excuse.
he could have said, "Don't worry, I will be on the grounds while you have your surgery. I will be there." But nope, he didn't. Nope.
He
Right.
just
Well,
wasn't
they wouldn't
there.
allow anybody. Probably one person, which is the mom,
Right.
in the
Yes,
hospital.
she was
And
in
that's
the-
okay.
And that's fine. You can understand that.
But they could have taken turns,
Right.
And
Yes.
been able. And
He
she
could have
loves her
gone.
dad. But
Yes.
it's like, okay, now that Christine's left, and she's left.
Yeah.
She went
And
back
she's
to
happy. You can see it
Yeah.
on her face.
She went to Utah.
Yes.
She's
Right.
happy, but she's also taking her younger kids with her.
Right. Well, she's a mom. She's taking her kids with her.
Yeah, but you know what? When she said she wanted to be the third wife, she wanted to be third wife for a reason. But earlier on in their marriage, she didn't want to be in the polygamous marriage.
Well, she's got a jealous bone.
Yeah, she does. She said that.
Yeah.
And she
But you
said
know
she
what?
didn't realize.
But I did not know that they didn't have a relationship for 10 years.
I don't know how she lasted that long.
10 years.
Since
Because
truly,
she's young. Probably.
Somewhere along there, she said 10 years.
because Truly got really sick. Remember, she had
Yeah.
kidney failure,
Yeah.
so it had to be after Truly.
After
Yeah.
Truly.
So,
But
what
see, what he's been doing,
he admitted, though,
He's
that
been
he's
doing-
messed up.
right. He doesn't forgive.
Nope.
So Mary messed up. People mess up. We're human. So we mess up. He didn't forgive her. He said, I'm done. I'm done. You can,
And
she's been fighting. She's been fighting for their marriage. He's done.
Yeah.
So Christine was fighting for their marriage.
Well, he was already done.
No.
He's like, I'm not interested.
No.
I'm not interested. I'm done.
No.
So he had Janelle and Robin.
Well,
Well, COVID came. He chose Robin.
And
He chose Robin.
yeah. But he said that she asked about the faith because remember he used his faith.
no, it's always about his faith.
His-
That's why they're
His
polygamous.
faith was an excuse for everything. When she asked him about that, no, his faith went out the window on that one. He can do what he wants.
Well, so Christine too, she said, well, they're a spiritual marriage, and she said, so I could just leave whenever I want. But they supposedly within the church or whatever church they're in, they're supposed to
be married in the church, and they're supposed to go through a divorce.
It's a spiritual
process.
church marriage, and they're to go through process.
Right.
But she was just going to leave.
Right. I don't blame her.
With their faith, you know, the woman's not supposed to leave unless the husband asks them to leave, and that's why he's never asked any of them to leave.
Well,
He
when
won't
he
do it.
separated himself physically from her,
But he didn't ask them to leave, because if he asked them to leave, his spiritual blessings after he's gone is null and void with them.
It's all about Kody.
Yes, it's all
What's
about
best for Kody, and he's you know.
You can always tell what's going on with him when he's put on the hot seat.
Yeah,
He tells on himself.
he does tell on himself.
He's a mess, but
I always thought
I
he was a
think-
mess, period.
I think Janelle. I think Janelle's experiencing some of what Mary and Christine have been going through.
Yeah.
Through COVID, because he's using COVID
As
an
an excuse.
not to be with her.
Excuse to the kids.
So he's
they
already
can be-
chosen a monogamous relationship with Robin. And I think Robin hates that.
No, Robin
Robin
is
signed up for polygamy, not monogamy.
Robin is. I mean, she wears.
She's a mess.
She wears her heart on her sleeve. Poor thing.
I feel bad for her
Because she signed
it's
up.
not what she signed up
That's
for.
right. She signed up to be in, and they all come from it,
Right.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. As far
Was
as I
Janelle?
know,
I don't know.
Janelle's. Yeah, because Janelle's.
Oh, that's
Mom
right.
and all
That's
that.
right.
Yeah.
Was
Right.
married to his
I don't
dad.
think
dad.
Robin. I don't think Robin came from
Yeah,
it.
she did.
Oh,
but
okay.
she was married before and got
Yeah,
a
but
divorce.
she wasn't married
You don't
into
re-
it until
No.
this time.
Right, but they were all
Familiar with it.
Yes, they all
Right.
came from
Yeah.
some similar backgrounds
Right.
and stuff. But
They've had parents or grandparents or somebody.
that just
that's-
goes to show you, you know, typically in a monogamous relationship, it's hard enough.
Right,
Because
right.
you've got two different personalities and typically they kind of butt.
Right.
When you've got 4 wives,
Yeah.
you know.
And then you expect the wives to just get along.
And
And
I
I have
think in
different personalities too.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure about in the old days, you know, back
It was same
when.
thing, jealousy.
No, they all
of
lived in the
that.
same house.
Yes, but it was still jealousy and stuff.
Sure,
going
but they
on.
all lived together, and I think that
Right.
was one of the things. I think when Christina didn't want to live in that big house, if they had built that house and all lived in it, you know, she probably would never be happy because she's just not one of them people. She just cannot be happy. Period.
Who?
Christine.
Oh.
She did not want to live in that big house. She said
Oh
always
no,
said,
she said she didn't
never
want to go
wanted
back to that.
which is
Yeah.
dumb because it's not like she would be in the basement. They had their own separate big, you know,
Right.
houses inside one big house.
Right. I think the kids would have been happier,
Well, that was
but the
whole,
wife's not.
Right.
And you can't keep, you know, most men can't keep their wife happy. And you got 4 of
Anyway,
them,
yeah.
you know, it's ridiculous. The whole thing's dumb.
I'm wondering if now that there's just the 3 of them, those 3 all wanted one house. They were okay with one house.
Well,
I'm
Janelle
wondering if
really
they
wanted it.
want to go back to that.
Mary was good with it, and I think Robin was good
Yeah.
with it, but Janelle really wanted it.
Robin wanted it because I think she had a part in the design.
You think?
Because she was talking about it, and she goes.
They never showed that, though.
They never showed that.
He and his brother, I think,
Yeah.
they went to the architect.
Yeah,
They
but
made it sound like the women knew nothing about it.
Well, that's what they said.
She was wanted something that didn't set them that made it look good that they were all living in this magnificent house. She wanted a good thing, not the cramped lifestyle or whatever. She wanted people to look up to them but they're
Well, it would be a mansion, essentially.
Yes.
Because, I mean, there's
yeah.
be 4 apartments, big apartments, because...
Plus
you know,
a main gathering space.
Right. Well,
plus
the fact is, he
garage.
wanted all his kids to be able to come home to one place.
Right.
And it's like, fine. But they're...
but they don't want to come home.
No, they don't. One of them's in North Carolina.
They got their own life.
They all have their own lives, and they don't want to be.
Plus, the ones that are married don't want
One of them's
polygamy.
gay. I mean, you know what? When you do all that stuff, you know, have multiple marriages and have homosexual, you can't. You're setting yourself up for failure. Period. Because anything goes.
Right.
And it's like that's not the way it's meant to be. And
Well,
but anyway, he's who he is, and he's wanted it, and he got it.
And Mary doesn't want to leave, even though they don't have a relationship.
It is what
I
it
think
is.
she's hoping that one day he'll come back to her, but he doesn't forgive. He's not going to forgive her.
He's already said he has no like. He's
like,
loves
done.
her as a friend.
Yeah.
He said it'll never happen again.
Yeah.
That's what he told
Well,
her.
he can't forgive her because she essentially sort of cheated on him.
Yeah, but it's you can forgive somebody if you want to.
Yeah, he doesn't want.
He doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to.
I think he wants to be married to Robin. and
I
that's
think
it.
from the show last night,
I'll be
he's
surprised.
He's shown his hands, and I don't know if Janelle and Mary got the message that he doesn't want to be married to multiple wives anymore. I think that's what he was saying.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, what happens, and it happens in...
they get picked up again because they got picked up a couple years ago only because they took a big cut in pay because they
Oh,
were
really? I didn't know that.
They were they weren't
Losing
getting their
viewership?
Yeah, but
Really?
I still stuck with them, even though I think they're crazy.
Well,
I stuck with him. My husband goes, "Why do you watch that?"
I know. My husband says too.
I'm just fascinated
You want
by
to be
it.
in a polygamous relationship? You got to be kidding me.
no, it's just fascinating to watch
It is
people.
because I'm a reality junkie.
I am too.
And if it's reality, I don't know how
If
much
it's real,
reality. It
yeah.
seems to be real with them. I'm not sure.
Well,
you know.
you know,
there's gonna be drama.
The producers are in charge
Yeah.
of picking what they show.
Right.
So they're going to show conflict,
Yeah.
family situations, anything to keep the interest.
I think it's
Right.
real though with them because Robin doesn't. I don't think she's just torn up.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah. She had a hard time getting through this
Yeah.
interview.
Well, you got to remember now, she's married to Kody, and she has a relationship with each woman.
Right.
So it's like you breaking up with your best friend type thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But you notice with this whole COVID thing, Kody never told the other women
What?
apparently what they needed to do
Oh,
for
with the
him
rules.
to stay with them.
Until the rules came
the
down
rules.
in paper, in writing.
Right. Why? Why? He just complained that they were out there. And you could tell because the wives, when they met, said, "We don't know what the rules are. You never gave them to us."
Yeah.
Right. His rules.
Right.
His roles.
So he's
Kody.
kind of used this to get where he wants, which is a relationship with Robin by himself.
Probably.
And they say in a polygamist, the man should cater to his wives and try to make his wives happy.
Well, he did say.
But Kody doesn't like to do that.
No,
he
doesn't.
wants to
But
be
he
the
did-
boss applesauce.
But remember what he said yesterday? He said, or whatever, Sunday. That was Sunday.
Yesterday?
Sunday.
No, Sunday. Yeah.
Sunday.
Today's
Remember what he-
Tuesday.
Yeah. He said that he should have had more empathy.
Yes,
No kidding.
he admitted he
kidding.
was wrong by saying that.
So-
But I'll guarantee you, if you backed him in a corner, he would.
He's not going to admit.
He's not going to
he's
admit to
wrong.
doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
When I felt so sorry the last time around, when the boys confronted him, the one boy.
The boys know what's going on. Janelle's boys
Yeah.
know what's really going on.
And when they confronted him, do you think what father does not look at their kid and say, "I'm sorry you feel that way"?
Right.
No, he didn't. He acted like an immature kid and said, "It's all her fault. It's all your mom's fault."
Right.
That's all he said.
I know.
Instead of
And
feeling
it's their
sorry.
fault. It's their fault for wanting to
Yeah.
stay with their friends.
Because he's not
He's not
doesn't-
taking responsibility
he's not,
for anything.
and he's not empathetic
Nope.
at
And
all.
the kids
Nope.
knew from day one. The kids are like, they say family can be together. Why aren't we together as a family?
Yeah.
They knew right away.
You
They
look
knew
at
right
it,
away.
and you could really see it when he didn't want to be there for his daughter.
I thought that was awful. And I felt bad
And
for
them
the daughter
staying-
because she was put on the spot.
Yes, she was.
He said something
he
to
knew
her
it, too.
about, you're okay, right?
I know, it's like,
I'm like, what's she supposed to
That's a
say?
manipulator does that.
What is she gonna say? It's okay, Dad.
Right.
Well, it wasn't okay.
It wasn't
Does he
okay.
not know? You know, women. It's like, it's not okay.
He's putting a teenager in a bad spot. Teenagers, she's, especially this one, is not going to call out her parents.
Now, when Christine was doing her private thing about it's over, blah blah, and he said she didn't tell me that. So I guess he's calling her a liar.
And
that none of this stuff
it's like
was
a big
said.
surprise when she packed his stuff up.
Said,
Really?
and he said,
Really?
I never said that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what, go back and watch it. He said, I never
Yeah.
said that, is what he
Right.
said. Calling her a liar. That's not the way it was said.
I'm not cool.
I'm
Not
sorry, I don't like
She
Kody.
knows she might not have used those exact words, but she got the message loud and clear.
Yeah, very loud and clear.
I don't know. I don't know if that was a setup thing, because he's very like, you can't really tell sometimes how he really feels, you know. So when he's in the garage with the boxes,
Right.
But he's not going to take blame for anything.
Yeah.
Is there anything that he's taking?
She's moved you out of the house. You weren't living there to begin with, buddy.
Well,
you out.
Robin thinks that they didn't work on it. They didn't work on it hard enough, but they did go. They did go to
They had
counseling.
counseling.
They all had counseling separately.
right,
I guess
yeah.
I don't know if Robin did or not, but they all had counseling together as a family. Then they had counseling like Robin and not Robin, Mary,
and
and then Mary and
Janelle,
Janelle had counseling
which
together.
I thought was good.
Mary, not Mary. Christine and Kody had counseling there for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
They went away together that one time, and they
right.
did their thing at the ocean and all that jazz. So I don't know. It's over now.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Will
Stay tuned.
he get another wife? No.
I don't think he will.
If
I
he
think
wants to continue living in polygamy,
Well,
he
Mary
will get
seems-
another wife.
Mary seems to think, because she was like, I didn't know he felt that way, you know, kind of thing.
That he wasn't into polygamy
So
anymore.
I don't know if time will tell whether they stay together or not. Mary says she's going to stay, but why should she? I mean, why really? She
Well,
wants that. They want the familyness. It's
Yes.
her family, you know. And it's like,
Well, she's the beginning,
she was the beginning,
and she doesn't want to walk away.
No.
I
And neither does
I'm
Robin.
fine. You know, it's fine. It's fine that she wants to be a part of the family. She's only got one daughter, and she wants to be a
Maybe
part
it's
of the
her
bigger
that was
family.
10 years of no relationship. Who was it? I thought they said Christine
it was
Christine
Mary.
said
They
their
haven't been-
marriage has been dead a long time.
Yeah.
for 10 years.
Was it 10 years?
Yeah, I think so. So,
Well, I know Mary and him were having problems way back when.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long ago that was.
So let's see. He has problems with wife 1. He has problems with wife 2.
He will
has
have problems.
with wife 3.
he will have
So,
problems with Robin.
The common denominator there is Kody.
Yep.
Yeah, but he will have problems with Robin because she said,
I didn't sign up for those."
monogamy.
But she's married to him legally.
Right.
So it's not just
I don't
that
see
easy
her,
to get a divorce
I don't see
from
her
him.
leaving him.
No, she loves him. She's not going to leave him. And Mary will stick around probably. Janelle, I'm not so sure. She says not, but
She's more easygoing though.
her kids are growing up. She only has.
Yeah, see, that's what I was going to say. A lot of times when the kids grow up,
They grow apart.
the people have to face each other.
Yeah.
The adults have to, the father and the mother have to face each other now. It's not about the kids. And when it's all about the kids and that's all you talk about and that's all you live, then when you're facing it, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Now I have to deal with him again.
What do I got to do? Whoa. You know, so.
Sometimes it just doesn't work out. But when you have
But you're not going to take a mom away from her children.
No.
That,
And that's what Janelle,
That's what Janelle said. He said, he's making me choose between my children and him. And she goes, I'm choosing my children.
That's not it. There's
well,
no
I understand.
choice.
I understand.
It depends on the situation.
Personally, I don't believe that's the right way to do it, but that's her way to do it. And
well, this is what she said.
Because she's raising children at home, and she didn't want to tell her older boys to leave.
What is she really saying, though, if you think about it?
What she said.
I know.
She's actually saying, in any type of scenario, it's Kody or my kids.
Right.
It's going to be my kids.
Right.
That's not the way.
No, but that's not
what
that instance was not what she was saying.
No, I believe she would choose her kids over Kody any time. So what kind of marriage is that?
Well, she was saying that because he was demanding a certain amount of time.
He wanted the boys to move out.
There was a certain amount of
I
time.
know exactly what it was. My point is, when she said that, it said a lot about her.
Yes.
It said a lot about how she feels about their marriage. Yeah. No. When you say stuff like that, typically it's bigger than the moment.
Right.
So
because he wanted the kids, the boys,
he wanted
to
the boys
move out.
to leave.
I know exactly what he wanted.
Yeah.
My point is, when you say stuff like that, it's going to be my kids.
But you can understand that because these women,
yeah, they take care of their children.
They raise their children by themselves.
Christina did.
Christina did. But, I mean, because she was working.
Yeah.
But
because she didn't want to raise her kids. She said that. She goes, I wanted to work.
She did not.
Yeah, she wanted
to get out of the house, yes. She's better. There's some of us that
are better off working.
Better off working than staying home. There are some of us that would go crazy staying home 24/7. So I understand that part, and that was part of their income.
Yeah.
They had to work. Some people had to work.
Right.
And somebody had to raise the kids.
Yeah.
And Christina liked being with the kids.
Well, she's the one that stayed home.
Christine, yes.
Because Mary worked too.
Right.
And she got fired. Remember?
Yes.
Who?
Mary got fired from her job and they started it.
Right. I remember that. I remember that.
But it's,
this is season 16.
But these wives,
I think so.
That means it's 8 years because it's two seasons in a year, right?
I don't know. Do they have 2 seasons in a year? I think lately it's only been
16.
one.
Really? That's how old you are.
But I didn't see it from the very beginning because I couldn't. I didn't have a way to watch it. I'd watch it at Nicole's house.
Right.
But these women are essentially raising their kids by themselves.
Yep. But I don't know what polygamy is about. I know it's about the women all pitching in and taking care of the kids. And I think everything was fine while the children were little. I think between COVID and the kids being older, that threw a kink in everything.
Yeah.
I don't know what Christine and Kody have had problems, and it'll all come out later because everything seeps out later. There was something going on for years between him and her, and I just don't know what it is.
It all started back at the house that they shared in Utah.
Lehigh.
Yeah, Lehigh.
I don't know, but something happened,
and then
it
it
just never got
better.
A
little better. It got a little better for them when they had their own houses in Las Vegas.
She liked it.
Yeah, she liked it. Actually, that was a good scenario because they had a cul-de-sac.
Well, that's what they're trying to do,
right?
But
well, now they don't. They have one less wife, so that would be interesting. I would like to find out what happens with them. We shall see if they get
married. Well, the people that are left decide to build one house because they have subdivided the place.
They have subdivided it up.
He may get his house.
He wants his own house. Remember?
Oh, that's true.
Well, that's he did that.
But he could have his own place if he built the house that they
Right.
you know, paid for plans. There would be 4, and he'd have his own place.
Yeah, but he also wants a rental, he said.
Now
I
he
don't
wants
know.
to
He
invite
doesn't.
strangers.
He
He
wants.
changes his mind.
He wants
He's
it
like
when
a
he
kid.
wants it.
Yeah. So,
And that's disgusting. To me.
yes.
He's taking them down a bad path, I think.
Yeah. So
You know,
stay,
there's some people you should listen to and some people you should not.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Maybe they'll pick it up. TLC will pick it up again.
Who knows?
I'm not worried about them picking it up, but if they do, you'll be sure to hear from us.
We shall see.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.